Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Clickart retractable marker pens. These pens claim to have new ink technology that never dries out because allegedly it pulls moisture from the air, which helps this water-based ink stay moist longer. I'm not sure how that works. It does not show on these packagings at all how that happens, but that's what it says. It never dries out, has a water-based ink. It's a fine felt tip, perfect for journaling, it says. And it does have a bullet tip. It's not a very soft tip, it's very hard felt, which I personally love because I'm usually afraid of breaking them. It also says that it does not smear or smudge, and you can draw over it with lighter colors and it won't affect it at all whatsoever. So today we are going to find out if any of that is true. First of all, the packaging is a very light plastic, so it's not something that you can reuse again. It's definitely something you would throw away after using or opening. So just a heads up about that. Unless you're somebody who takes very good care of fragile plastic, then it's fine. But something I did notice was the inside of this plastic had another plastic, and this one's a little harder than the other, which is something you can use over and over again and keep the pens in. Unfortunately, it is not a standing kind of display. It's got this weird staircase situation going on underneath, so it would fall over. So you would have to lay this down like this to use it over and over, but it is usable. So if you wanted to do that, you could. These are all the colors that come in the pack. The one thing that really bothered me about this is it does not come with a black. 24 colors does not come with black. All of these little black circles, I almost called them squares, that you see at the bottom are there to keep the moisture locked in until you take them out and use them for the first time. This is what the barrels look like. They're completely white with a tip end that is colored the same as what is inside, and the clickable part on top is also the same color. They don't say the color on the barrel though, which I prefer when I use pens. This is what it looks like after you take out all the little black circles that are inside. I'm not a fan of how much waste this is, honestly. I think it's a little silly, and I don't understand that if it never dries out, why would you need those in the first place? That's one of my other big issues with this. Personally, I don't understand it, but oh well. We are now going to do the writing test. This is what it looks like after you click it open. I am going to speed through the rest of these colors, so enjoy the music while you see 24 different colors we tested. Now, some things I would like to point out. The vibrancy of these colors is incredible. There was no skipping. There wasn't any drying out issues. They all felt like they were brand new markers, which they were, but you know how it is when you use markers. Sometimes they feel a little dry. These were wonderful, perfect. The felt tip part of it was the best felt tip I've ever used. It wasn't too thin to the point where I felt like I might break it. It didn't even need a metal casing to hold it in place, because a lot of felt tip markers actually have a little metal piece around it because they're so thin, they're easy to break. But I really enjoyed the fact that you could just use this as is, and it's really lovely. I really like these colors. I just wish that this 24 pack came with basic colors like black and regular red, and also the fact that most of these colors were in the blue and green family. There's about 10 or 11 blue and green altogether, mostly blue, 9 blue, like 2 or 3 green, let's see, four pinks. I don't even know if there's a red. There's one that looks like a red, but I think it's a dark orange, 1 yellow, and 3 browns. Why? Why does it have such a strange variation of mostly blues? I'm not sure, but I wish that it had a little bit more of every other color and a little bit more of basic colors like regular red, yellow, green, blue. But that's just my personal thoughts on this. Just curious about why there's so many blues compared to everything else. Now we are going to test to see if the claims are true. If we color over this with a lighter marker, will it destroy the lighter marker? Because honestly, if it makes claims this big, we have to find out. Here it is. Looks exactly the same. And I'm even writing with it some more, doodling. It's fine. It did smear a little bit on the nib of the pen, but when you write a little bit with it, it just comes right off. And as you can see here, I'm coloring between the dark and the light yellow, and you would think that it would be smudging or smearing the light blue, but it's not, and it's actually really nice. I like it a lot. Now we're going to test it with the light green just to see if any other colors do it, but no, it's wonderful. The claims are true. I absolutely love this. But can I make an observation? Some of these pictures that they post show that you can color with them, use them as a coloring tool like a regular marker. I don't know if you could see the page here, but it's very streaky. It is so streaky, and when you write or color quickly with it, it tends to come out a lot lighter and feels dry. So it's mostly, personally for me, a writing utensil, because it looks great when you just write normally with it, but when you're scribbling around, it has those dry patches, and that's a little bit of a downside for me. It kind of sucks, but honestly, if you just want to use these for writing or journaling or what have you, these are the perfect pens, and I definitely recommend them. They were a little pricey at $30, but if you want to pick them up, go ahead. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!